It's time for Growing Hope, the show determined to grow up hearts open to pursue the extraordinary. Because you are extraordinary! And now, it's your host, Kathryn Lang.
Hello there. Yes, I am Kathryn Lang, your Hope Smith extraordinaire, here to encourage you to be more than you could possibly be unless you dare to be more than you are. Makes sense, right? And it all starts with a little bit of hope. When we have hope in our lives, then we are positioned to do more than we can do when we allow the darkness to crowd us. And hope is what pushes that darkness away. So we're going to be pushing darkness away. We've been pushing darkness away over the last few days. First, we talked about how we have to develop the habit of seeing hope. If we want to grow hope, we have to be seeing it. And then we talked about setting aside the comparisons, because you are uniquely you. Nobody else is you. Nobody else can take your journey. So you cannot compare your journey to anybody else's journey. And then yesterday we talked about seeing past the expectations, because expectations are limitations. And in order to grow hope, we have to be daring enough to not limit the possibilities. Well, today we're going to expect the attack. And what I mean by that is things are going to happen. Life is going to happen. Situations are going to happen. Sometimes your body doesn't cooperate and do what you need it to do. Sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate and do what you need it to do. Oftentimes people don't cooperate and do what you need them to do or what you want them to do. See, you have expectations for other people too. So in order to live this life, in order to grow up this hope that we're seeking to grow up, we have to understand that attacks are going to come. Things are going to happen. And it's not that things are going to happen that dictates anything. It's how we choose to respond to those things that allow us to live in hope. When negatives occur, and they do occur, it goes back to the whole concept that we talked about, seeing the hope. When we develop that habit of seeing the hope, then when we get in a position where the attacks come, we are positioned to see the hope. And when we see even a little bit, even a teeny little speck, that little speck will dispel darkness. You cannot have light and darkness. They cannot coexist. If you have a little bit of light, then the darkness is dispelled. Even if it's only a little bit, push away the darkness a little bit, and you don't have darkness. So as long as you have a little bit of hope, you have a little bit of light. And as long as you have a little bit of light, darkness cannot exist with light. So that's our challenge for today. We're going to find ways to expect the attacks. The attacks are going to come, and we're going to prepare for those attacks by having a little speck of hope that we can grab hold of even in the attacks. I am Kathryn Lang, and thank you so much for joining me for today's Growing Hope. Please connect with me over at snarkyrainbows.com or on Twitter or Facebook at Kathryn C. Lang. And let me know, either in the comments below or on the website, let me know about your journey. How are you developing the tools to deal with the expected attacks? Until next time, remember, be blessed and be a blessing.
Thank you for joining us for Growing Hope with Kathryn Lang, where we are sharing hope, encouragement, and inspiration to do more. Visit www.kathrynlang.com to invite Kathryn to be part of your event or to share your own stories of possibility living. Until next time, remember that a seed of hope planted and nurtured will grow up into a world of possibilities.